How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews. Back with a little bit more West Coast hopeful goodness in the form of Pariah Brewing. It is Catch Me Coastin, West Coast India Pale Ale. Yeah. What do they say about this beer in the back? A little story time as Pariah does. The New Normal. That's the preface. That's the chapter title on this book. It says, this beer was designed to straight up be tasty as, well, you know. The initial angle was to talk about nostalgia and how that an opportunity to provide comfort even when the world begins to make no sense. I suppose the really important thing to say here is no matter what comes of this madness, we are all thankful to still be able to enjoy delicious IPA. We hope you enjoy this one as much as we do. Pariah Brewing, proper West Coast IPA. Yep, you call us. 7% alcohol by volume. Mosaic, Simcoe, Citra, Amarillo, and Malts Pale. This comes courtesy of Pariah, and they're always good for sending some beer off from time to time. And, yeah, I dig their stuff. I mean, they kind of make a joke in there, hey, we made a West Coast IPA. They've done it before. So, nothing out of the ordinary here. But it's that soft little hazy version of the West Coast that people do every time and again. Yeah. Label-wise, I guess that's the coronavirus. I mean, I guess they put it on the can. That's kind of what I'm getting from that, so it is what it is. It doesn't look as nasty as the mock-ups that I've seen previously, but if you look beyond the picture of the coronavirus, you can see an absolutely beautiful picture of the coast. Yeah. So there you go. Anyway, yeah, soft hazy pale. I mean, you look at that, you kind of think New England style, but it's not that dense. It's not that kind of soupy kind of haze, and there's not much of a head to it. White as white could be. Just a quarter pinky finger, eighth of a pinky finger of a head. Let's see what the nose has. Yeah, I mean, this is that something a little bit weird in there though. It's the grapefruit pineapple version of West Coast IPA. It's not all super danky resinous piney hops. Sure, you do get that, but then there's a decent amount of pineapple and grapefruit. But I am getting a soft, slight latex Band-Aid phenolic off this, so I'm getting that off of. I get it every now and then off beers, so I'm getting that. It's not huge, it's not over the top, but it's definitely there. So, but outside of that, yeah, it smells nice. It doesn't smell overly aggressive in the bittering side, but you definitely know it's there. It has a nice kind of citrus fruit leaning in that grapefruit kind of pineapple thing. Let's see what she actually tastes like. Cheers. That'd be good. Yeah, I mean, the nose had me a little bit kind of sideways because of that little bit of latex paint kind of thing going on, that little plastic Band-Aid latex paint thing. Definitely not there in the taste. It definitely leans heavy into that West Coast actually in the taste. It comes off a bit more bitter than you thought it would be based off of the actual nose. They call out the West Coast on there, so it's giving you exactly what you'd expect based off of what's on the label. Once you dive in that nose, and you do get a little bit of those West Coast vibes, but it's backed up by a lot of that kind of citrus for me. I thought it would just be kind of dabbling into that kind of bittering, dabbling into that slight pininess. It's going heavy-handed in there. Sure, the bittering isn't overt, kind of sappy pininess, but it's definitely there, with the bittering, the generic bittering portion of the show being the largest portion of that. But there is a nice kind of soft citrus, grapefruit, pineapple, fruity thing on the other end of things. It comes off bitter. It comes off dry. It's definitely not a sweet beer. Adds just enough of that new school kind of soft, unfiltered haziness to add this level of, I don't want to say richness. I don't want to say softness to be that generic. Yeah, it's not that snappy, uber clear West Coast you'd expect. Sure, you weren't going to expect that based off of the way the beer looked to begin with. But as this, I'm going to use it, softness, this subtle softness that just adds a wrinkle to the classic West Coast IPA that I dig. I like that. I like that soft kind of unfilteredness. I think it works really well in the style. And I like to see that a lot more people are actually doing it nowadays. So this is tasty stuff. Absolutely fantastic. They said as a West Coast Indian Pale Ale, it was coming from Pariah. I thought it was going to be I thought this is exactly what it was going to be. I thought it was going to be that soft, kind of hazy mouthfeel with those kind of big West Coast influences, and it did not disappoint. The only negative for me would be that soft latex band-aidy kind of yeast estery kind of thing. Nose off. This is face off with like Nicolas Cage. Offness. Because I don't know if that actually is technically an off flavor. I'm sure it is, but I think it's a combination of sometimes the way hops and malts play together. I don't think I think it's a perceptual thing more than this beer is off. And that's why I'm mentioning it that way, because I think it's more maybe a me issue than a beer issue. But that being said, it drinks absolutely fantastic. And it's exactly what I wanted. From what they described down there, with the assumption it's going to have that soft little mouthfeel. Winner. So let's talk about it. It's one of the better West Coast IPAs I've had. It's in a conversation. I mean, it might not be Mount Rushmore status for me, but it wants to be. It's eking up towards there, but it's quite nice. But I've had ones that do me a little bit more proper. Value and availability. I mean, I think Pariah's price point is pretty much that West Coast, $18, give or take $2 or $3 in either direction kind of thing. So, leave that to the people out there to write down in the old comments section below and let me know if I'm correct. And availability, I believe, is brew only. And leave you with, if you like what we like this beer, if you like West Coast IPAs, you want a little bit of softer mouthfeel in a really fun little package, look no further. There we go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. Want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. Hopefully enjoying a little Pariah right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers.